Welcome back to another episode of Splatoon Would You Rather. I'm gonna basically be taking Would You Rathers from viewers. And speaking of which, submit in the comments of this video more Would You Rathers, and I'll be covering them in a future one. So if you have ideas you want me to tackle, be sure to leave them down below. Would you rather have Sheldon's picks come back or only Kensa weapons? So if you've seen my Sheldon's video, every single dialogue on the Sheldon's picks weapons is normal, but every single one on the Kensa collection says it's limited time. We are not getting Kensa collection in Splatoon 3. It is in-game listed as a limited time thing. No Kensa weapons are coming back. We're not getting them in 3. I still think we could get third kits for all, but I don't think any of them are gonna be the same Kensa weapons, if Kensa even happens at all. We're gonna get Sheldon's picks, but I would rather have Sheldon's picks because they have a cooler look. I love the Kensa look, I love the black and white, but it's kind of overdone. I think that's cool for like 8 weapons, not 16. Sheldon's picks are much more unique, so I'll take the Sheldon's picks. You get to play the finished version of Splatoon 3 right now for 8 hours, but you cannot tell anyone about it, and you're expected to continue making videos as if you don't have exclusive knowledge. I'll do it. I'm honestly pretty good at keeping secrets and not telling people things. So like, I think I'd be able to do it. I would love to tell people about it, but like, I'd live not telling it, so I'll do it. Would you rather play Splatoon 1 or Splatoon 2 for the rest of your life? Yeah, Splatoon 1. I'm sorry. Splatoon 2 is arguably the more balanced game. Splatoon 1 is just more fun. Would you rather have a life-size Dynamo roller or Hero Brush? Dynamo is the weapon I like more, even though I've played Brush forever. And also, dude, a life-size Dynamo would be like huge, dude. That would be like the coolest thing to show off, man. Like, I have a life-size H3. It's pretty solidly sized. A life-size Dynamo would be taller than me, and that's just height. I'd assume it would be like a 3D printed. If it has the weight of a Dynamo, dude, I'd have to become a fucking lifter just to carry it around, bro. Would you rather play Splatoon 1 with Splatoon 2 specials or Splatoon 2 with Splatoon 1 specials? Splatoon 2 with Splatoon 1 specials would just be worse. It's just the spammability. Splatoon 2 specials and Splatoon 1 might honestly be a more balanced game, but I'd still argue probably less fun. But I mean, you wouldn't spam them as much. Like, spammable Splatoon 1 specials would just not be fun with how the game plays, so I'd rather take the Splatoon 2 specials than Splatoon 1. But I think either would be a negative change. Would you rather have no MPU or Nintendo fixed solo queue and functioning servers? I'm sorry, Gator, this is the easiest choice out of all of them. I would easily take the solo queue and servers. I would take the servers alone. I would even take the matchmaking alone over MPU. Are you kidding me? Free choice. Give me the servers and solo queue. I'll deal with 99.9. Oh well. Would you rather have good single player or good salmon run? Okay, personally, I like the single player better. However, I think Salmon Run is much more replayable, and therefore I would say the Salmon Run is more important. I think the priority is base multiplayer, Salmon Run, and then single player. Purely because it's just more replayable. So as nice as a good single player would be, there's a limited amount of replay value compared to a multiplayer mode. Would you rather have Range Blaster return to its throne in Splatoon 3 or port Mahi, Flounder, Ancho, and the other good maps? So I get to have good stages, or I get to have a top 5 Range Blaster variant. I love Range, but honestly, I think making Range top 5 in a non-extreme meta would just really overtune the weapon. I think Range in a good spot would be like low top tier or top of high tier. I don't think it would be like a top 5 you would always pick it weapon. And so to make it that good, I think the balance would just not be where it should. And at the same time, maps are so huge, man. And I would love to play even Splatoon 2 Range Blaster. Would feel so much better on good maps. So I'd take the maps, even as a range player. Would you rather fight a Kraken as a blaster or try to live Ray with the Rainmaker? Kraken, easy. If I have paint control, it's not too bad. I can swim around. I hate Ray. Would you rather have a new ranked mode or a completely new mode like Salmon Run? I think 4 modes is honestly a lot. I think they could do it, but I'd rather have the ranked mode, to be honest. I'll take the extra ranked mode here, just because I think with Salmon Run confirmed, we already have enough. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it'd have to be more of a mini-game thing. Actually, would apartments count as a new mode? Because if so, then I think there's a good amount of people who would pick the apartments over a new ranked mode. And it might be myself included if it's really good. Arcade games? I don't know if the arcade games would count. Would you rather have Grizzco weapons added to multiplayer or Grizzco versions of specials? I guess Grizzco versions of specials, but neither of these sound that appealing. I don't think Grizzco weapons would work in multiplayer. Unless if they were special weapons. If Grizzco weapons were special weapons, I think that could work. But as main weapons, probably not. Blue DJ says, would you rather go against quad armor or quad missile? I'd probably take the armor. I don't have a good explanation for it. I just would rather take the armor. You can't stack it as hard as you can missile, I guess. So I'll ink armor. Would you rather have more new types of brushes or Brellas? I really want more of both, but I think there's a lot more you can do with Brellas. There's a ton of ideas that just aren't explored. Like with the idea of having another type of shield, for example, or maybe multiple shield or different range values. There's just so much stuff you can do with Brellas. Whereas brushes, I feel, are a lot more limited. So I would take the Brellas. Would you rather have Splatoon 3 special points be over 200 for everything or less than 200? So I'm guessing this includes 200 on both and easily 200 plus. I think special spam is just not great, and I would rather have a lower special output. 200 is not that bad. I would take the lower special output. I think it's better for the game. Would you rather use vanilla Sploosh on Albacore Hotel or Hydra on Blackbelly? I think Hydra is a little bit better with the graded path on the side. You could kind of do stuff with it, so I would pick the Hydra. Just that flank route with the Hydra spelling, that could be pretty useful. I still think it's a really bad Hydra map mode because missiles just screws it so hard, but like, it's playable there. V-Sploosh on Albacore is just, you're just screwed, dude. Hypothetically, if you were able to make all 8 players do this, would you rather Splatoon 1 without QR stealth or Splatoon 2 without any specials? So I think both of these suck, honestly. I'll take Splatoon 1 without QR. I think that would be not a great meta, but at least it's better maps and extreme fun, where without specials would just be unbelievably campy. Would you rather have a new Brella without a shield or a new Dualie weapon that can't dodge roll? I guess a Brella would be a little bit better and you could go the shotgun route with it, but man, both of these would kind of suck. I guess I would take the Brella with that's a shotgun over a Dualie that is just a shooter with 2 reticles. And finally, would you rather have all special weapons be completely broken with little counterplay or all specials be utterly useless and provide almost nothing to the team or yourself? Well, I guess I would rather take the broken specials. Neither are going to be fun to play with or against anyway. And that's all the Would You Rathers from the initial post. This live stream was over an hour long, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, be sure to leave your own Would You Rathers in the comments, and I might do a part 4. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all in another video.